Now, can we all agree that the View needs to be shut down? And hopefully, this is right here after what Sunny Hogan said about white people in the U.S. government. That's borderline racist shit what she said. So let's go ahead and get in the video. And I'm telling you, no, I don't get rid of her fucking ass. Somebody going, I hate to say it, but somebody going to double tap her ass. Cause she's the granddaughter, or she's the great granddaughter of the world's biggest racial slave owner in the United States of America. So let's go ahead and get to the video.
What's up, squad? Back with another video. I seen that title's going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. Before we get in this video, I definitely want to tell y'all that I'm only dropping one video tonight. Gotta get up early in the morning. I know I told y'all that I have a 5th and 6th grade boys basketball team. We have semifinals, and if we win that, we go to the championship tomorrow as well. So I can only put out one video tonight. I gotta get my mind right and calm down. Y'all know that I have bad anxiety. I have horrible anxiety. And it's just, I got to get my mental health together. Definitely got to get my mental health together. Especially when you got, young ones, that's looking for you to, to help them out, and to coach them, the right way. So, but I definitely have to put out something. I pray that y'all, if we can, have prayers, not only just, to play great basketball and to win, but to also, when it comes to just, kids having fun, for it to be nothing but fun, and to enjoy, with no injuries and, just, when it not just my team either, and I definitely appreciate that if y'all can do that. But y'all see it right here. Definitely have to let y'all know on this video, and I have some stuff to say. Y'all know me. I'm probably one of the only ones. And I say one of them because there's a couple other people that, look at the View as well and say what they got to say. But let's just check this out.
A girls' school that killed 175 people. Take a look.
With the strike on the school in Iran, a new report says the military investigation has found it was the United States that struck the school.
I don't know about it.
You just said it is a little excursion, and you said it is a war. So which one is it?
Well, it's both. It's both. It's an excursion that will keep us out of a war, and the war is going to be. For them it's a war. For us, it's turned out to be easier than we thought. We've won. Let me say, we've won. You never like to say too early you won. We won. We won the bet. In the first hour, it was over. We don't want to leave early, do we?
I'm going to be 100. I feel like they trying to turn this into something that they clearly know what it's about. They know what he's saying. They know what he means. But they love to change words and flip things around, of course.
We got to finish the job, right?
Okay. So given the messaging, does anyone know what they're doing? Is anything, do we know anything other than we are bombing Iran? What's happening with all the other countries that we're in? Has anybody explained why we were dropping bombs in the sea because we were looking for drugs? I mean, what is happening? Okay.
I don't know. I don't think that. I think the reason that there's so much confusion is because we're getting a lot of mixed messages from this administration, and we're getting a lot of misinformation from this administration. In terms of what happened,
I don't know. I feel like it's more so a common sense. I'm not even trying to be funny. I feel like it's more so a common sense of what's going on and why it's happening and this, that, and the other. I feel like this is just another one of the things that these ladies do. Is to lie, is to turn words around and to turn the story around for others, that's watching, obviously to make President Trump and Trump administration look bad. I mean, that's their whole agenda. It's not to, motivate others or, uplift women or, seeing how you have a lot of, the left sitting here. Why not talk about things that, they could do or they would do? Or, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that. It's more so of bashing President Trump and the Trump administration. That's all. That's their main focus, and that's exactly why they're not getting nowhere.
the girls' school where 175 people were killed,
Weren't they
likely mostly children, young girls. The New York Times is reporting that a military investigation has determined that the U.S. is responsible for the missile strike on an Iranian elementary school. It was a Tomahawk missile, and the U.S. is the only country currently involved in the conflict that uses those types of missiles. So I don't think that that is a question, even though the president is saying that he doesn't know anything about it, and even though they're saying that a military investigation, and that would make.
And I know y'all probably sitting here like, Reckless, why ain't you saying that? Why you ain't pausing? Trust and believe, I'm gonna show y'all some stuff at the end about this. Dang, my headphones about to die. But I'm gonna show y'all some stuff, about this. As you have these ladies, and before things can actually get out, and like Sunny Hostin does all the time, she'll literally go somewhere, find her little information, her fake lies of information that she has, and then gives it out to ABC and the viewers. And on top of that, you're obviously going to have them not wait for an investigation. They're going to, again, make up lies.
Strike, the most significant military mistake that has happened in decades. And I think that is shameful. And those people that voted for this president because he was going to take us out of war, not start wars, because he was going to put America first, I do wonder what they are thinking now. Those people that were supportive of this war, I wonder what those people are thinking now, because now we're responsible for the death of 175 young girls.
It looks as though you have these people like Hannity and those guys are in the middle somewhere because they're against this. Yeah. And then you have the people, the Republicans who are straight up Republicans who are against it. But then you have these hardcore MAGAs who I think that he even said, I could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and they would still...
What is hardcore MAGA? Can you say that about hardcore individuals that love Obama, or hardcore individuals that love all of these corrupt individuals? Tim Walz, Jasmine Crockett, Kamala Harris. I mean, do we need to talk about any of that? I'm highly confused. I'm truly highly confused. What is hardcore MAGA? I feel like they over-exaggerate the mess up out of stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Of course you're gonna have an individual that absolutely loves, regardless of whoever, it can be Obama, it can be Bush, it can be President Trump, it can be anybody. They absolutely love him. Literally, the whole house probably filled. But the simple fact that they try to make something that's not is literally sad, bro. I'm telling you.
To be on my team. I think that this is another example of that. I don't think that these people can be moved. And by the way, the United Nations had called this bombing a violation of international humanitarian law.
It is.
They are going to have to answer to The Hague at some
It's
point.
an illegal war and an unconstitutional one.
Yes.
One reason
war?
I think this awful tragedy happened was they were operating on information from years ago.
10-year-old.
Yeah, but more importantly, Pete Hegseth slashed a couple offices. One was the Civilian Harm Mitigation and Response Office, and the other was the Civilian Protection Center of Excellence. These were two areas that were gutted by over 90% of their workforce. This was the area that tried to ensure less civilian death. And the general that we've been seeing, General Dan Kane, even said in his hearing that they were seeing positive impacts from these programs that were newer in the last few years. So what I don't understand is Pete Hegseth then had an excess of a budget, which we've been talking about here at the show, where he had to spend $93 billion in September because he risked either you spend it or you lose it.
Don't worry,
You have a man that's overseeing the largest Department of Defense, with all these people, all this money, and he had to go and spend $225 million on furniture, $15.1 million on ribeye steaks. The list goes on and on. You are not equipped.
Why do they keep talking about these steaks? I'm just saying, bro. How much more do I need to show y'all? It's okay for Democrats to do it.
But it's wrong with the Republicans.
I promise you, it's truly okay for Democrats to do it. Says here as the left, says things about Pete Hegseth for feeding troops lobster and steak. They seem to have forgotten when First Lady Michelle Obama.
First Lady on fourth man.
Y'all know the real name. Served steaks to our troops. Only the left would complain about treating our troops right. Pete did nothing wrong. And he truly didn't. Me personally, I don't think he did nothing wrong. They always do. This ain't the first time. They always do. And why not? Hell, they literally, like, I'm just confused. Why not? Me personally, I'd rather spend my tax, what I gotta pay for that, I'd rather spend that for them to eat some steak and lobster. Why not? They serving for our country. They front lines. They protecting. They doing what they. What I'm about to sit here and trip for? What am I about to sit here and trip for, bro? And we talk about Tim Walz, Ilhan Omar, all these individuals, these Somalians, bro. Mind you, they sit here tripping. That's what I got an issue with. How y'all sitting here tripping, bro? About Pete Hegseth feeding our troops, bro. We're not talking about nobody else. We're not talking about another country. We're not talking about nobody else. Our troops, steak and lobster, what they deserve. A home-cooked meal, putting their lives on the line. A good home-cooked meal at that. I find it completely insane. I truly find it completely insane that you have all of these Somalians, truly, all of these Somalians, that's getting way more than steak and lobster.
Mm-hmm.
Way more than steak and lobster. I just showed y'all a video of individuals that just went. Pretty sure it was for like 9-10 million. Over 6 years. She a millionaire.
Yeah.
Fried with a daycare and health service. But y'all want to tell me y'all mad at Pete Hegseth for feeding our troops steak and lobster? Then on top of that, Michelle Obama and them did it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because they Democrats, they can do this, and then this is the problem. Man, I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all.
He has spent $15 million in 1 month for ribeye steak, $6.9 million for lobster tail, $225 million for furniture. He spent more in the month of September than most countries on earth spend in their defense.
Paul, do you believe
all for himself? Lobster tails?
Do you believe
while our troops are eating MREs?
No. Do you believe the Secretary of Defense is personally eating all the lobster?
Wait, he can't eat 16?
Troops.
Oh, really? The troops are getting lobster?
Frequently.
Brothers Defect has steak and lobster. How's your steak and lobster?
All right. Damn near decent.
How's yours?
I'm ready for war.
We're going to war.
Oh my God!
Troops who are going to war.
Oh my God!
Great meal. You know that.
They're getting
know
lobster.
That.
You are so
I'm really
full
gonna
of
get
it.
killed over this.
You're
You're
so
gonna get killed
full
over
of
this.
it.
Internet, do something.
I might have to double it. I had to run it back.
They're truly getting steak and lobster, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. As they should, though.
Has steak and
Dr. Peppers too? Come on, y'all. Hey, I'll pay for it. Personally, if I got to. Why not? Why not? They ought to be getting more if you ask me. Throw some caviar in there. Might as well. Somalians are doing it. Throw some caviar in there. Hell, forget a ribeye. Y'all might as well throw them tomahawks in there. Get them tomahawk steaks. Them cowboys. Yeah. Give them some of those. Give them some salmon. I love salmon. Sushi. Give them the top of the line. Top of the line. Bro, they're out there. Do people not know that there's troops out there look like come on, bro. Like, but let's be real. But they supporting the mess up out of Somalians. They want to let them take money. Let me finish watching a couple minutes. How much I got of this, y'all? How much I got of this? I literally got to put a time because I can't stand listening to them for that long.
To lead a group when you are cutting jobs that allow for civilians to be protected while having to spend billions of dollars at the end of the year because you didn't spend it properly as the year went on.
None of them seem qualified for any of this.
But that's what they questioned when he was being confirmed, that he didn't know how to run it.
Yeah.
And he's proven it. If you had a damn Costco card, you could have got all that stuff cheaper if you were going to do it. And here's my problem with it. When I was in the military...
Who is this?
They taught us our problem.
Is this like a mix of Sonny Austin and Whoopi Goldberg? Cheryl Underwood? Why does that name sound so familiar, bro? Cheryl Underwood. I've heard this name. Has she been on any other talk shows, y'all? The news, anything?
Mm-hmm.
And don't nobody... Actress. Beauty Shop. That's where I remember her. That's exactly where... Have y'all seen Beauty Shop? With Queen Latifah? That's exact. I knew something about her. I'm pretty sure she played the woman that was calling the radio. She was like the sing. She was something, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here.